One here, and rhubarb and a rose tree, some more tulips. There's hostas planted here that are just starting to come up right here. Nice, they'll be nice little guys. They're getting bigger. And then there's a nice hosta right here, and this is where hostas are. So I haven't pulled the weeds yet in this area because the hostas, I didn't know where they were, but I could see some hostas right here. Whoops, right here. So that's a good sign. I could do these weeds either this weekend or next weekend. And then in the front here we have a little bit of everything. I can't remember what these plants are called. We put these in here last year and they didn't do really well, but then they just took off. So I can't remember what they're called. And then we have I'll have to get the name of those plants. Then we have these same ones that just grew with a little red with the little flowers on it. So those are coming back. It seems like when you plant a perennial from Home Depot or wherever, they just die off, and then next year you get a really nice perennial, really nice flowering perennial. I think they pre-bloom those, so when time we get them home, they're already done their life cycle. And these are lilies. They're going to have nice yellow flowers on top. We planted these when we first bought the house. These were on the other side, on the east side, and we dug them all out and started spreading them out, putting them here. These are daylilies. They're different colors, and those might be I can't remember, but I planted 3 sets of something in the middle. They're kind of a lily plant. Oh, gladiolas. I planted gladiolas there, and there, and they don't look like, it's weird. But that's what I planted there, and the first 2 years nothing showed up, so it might take 2 years for gladiolas to emerge. But they're different shapes though. If you recognize those plants, you leave me a comment. I appreciate that. And then this is the same as that one. We split that one up and we stuck in either those are daylilies. They could be all daylilies. Anyway, and this is our original lilies that came from when we bought the house in 2012. And columbine. This is about 4 years old. Keeps coming back. And some annuals we had in there. In that one. Then these are daylilies too. And so when we buy them from the store, we put them in pots, and then the next year, over winter, the bulbs will reproduce. It gets much thicker. It'll start with like 2 plants, and it'll have 10 plants. What do you want? You're on your rock pedestal? I'm not sure what they want, what those cats want. Attention. They want attention, and then they walk away. More daylilies. We're going to plant those. Maybe they need sun, so we got a few places for that. And then this flower bed here, we need to fix this one up because it's the bottom's rotting out. A friend made that from work for me, and we'll have to check this bottom of this one out too. And this is our big flower bed that Lisa's dad built a long time ago. And we have petunias in here usually, and they go really tall. And we put, this is the time, in the meantime, we put all our hardening off. If we're hardening anything off, it goes here. And I got my onions, I'm gonna plant in that big flower bed. Candy variety. They are very sweet and very big. They're early tomato, or early onion. And when you, it's the best thing about these is when you cut them, your eye, they don't bother your eyes. All our salsa in our pantry is made out of these candy varieties, so it's kind of a nice, it's kind of nice to cut those up and prepare for salsa. Your eyes aren't screaming. What are you looking at? We call this cat Socks, because he's always wearing his socks. Hey, you're in the you like this. I don't know what's going to happen when I start planting plants here. He certainly likes a warm dirt. I gotta continue with a tour. We have nice we put plants in there, and this is last year's plants. They're already blooming a little bit, but this is like 4 years old, and it's spread like crazy. I don't know why they both had it, both sides had it, and I don't know why this one didn't. This one lived over the winter. I don't know if it's really alive or it just grew through the foliage, but. And then we have, I can't remember this one. It grows tall. We've had a struggle right here. It's, and then we have pansies that we put in there, and they came back. They went to seed and came back. And we bought some more pansies and put them with the daylilies. We're going to keep those 1 year, then we're going to transplant them. And this creeping Charlie it's about 3 or 4 years old. And every year we're going to get rid of it, but it starts growing quickly. And we have one more daylily back here. And that'll be transplanted. We got to add more dirt into that. And we got tulips back here. And you'll see in future videos we got big massive plants of hostas starting to come up. These plants, those ones will die back. I don't know what those are, but these ones will take over the whole thing. You won't see dirt, or you won't see that ground cover. And these nice tulips, and then we have some lilies coming back. We just left them over winter, and we didn't realize there was lilies in there, daylilies in there. So a little strawberry plant there, and then we have we planted this year. We have pansies in there.